everyone. Welcome to video 3, Ryan Lelf's fundraising course. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in. This video is going to talk specifically about something that I feel like almost every person I talk to about the subject of fundraising seems to be dealing with on some level. And that's that they have this internal struggle. And that internal struggle is everything from, am I worthy to receive donations, funds, and money from other people? Why me? I find that a lot of people struggle sometimes with feeling like they're valuable enough, that their life matters enough for people to be able to assist them. I think also an internal struggle that a lot of people have is just being a good receiver. A lot of that may have to do with their upbringing. It may have to do with the community that they have been taught and raised in. It could have something to do with their religious beliefs. But you may have heard this saying, it's more blessed to, I'm sure you could finish the sentence. You've probably heard it too. It's more blessed to give than receive. I would like for you, and I would invite you to possibly question that. What if it's just as blessed to receive as it is to give? Let me give you another perspective that might help some of you work through this internal struggle of being a good receiver. If no one is ever willing to be a receiver, how would any of us have the satisfaction, fulfillment, and blessing of being the giver? Doesn't it take two to tango? We always need someone in a season of life and during a period of time where they need help. They're not able to do it all on their own. And regardless of how these circumstances have come about in their life, because human beings are valuable and are worthy and are significant, then it is important that someone feel worthy and be valuable enough to be the receiver. That's what gives people like you and I the blessing and the satisfaction of being the giver. Well, maybe you find yourself in a position where you need to be the receiver. Maybe you've been a giver your whole life, and maybe somehow you developed an incorrect belief system that somehow there was something wrong with being in a season of life where you needed to receive from others. And just embrace it. No more false humility, no more pushing that away or suppressing those feelings, but just simply saying, yes, thank you, and just believing in your heart that you are valuable, you are worthy. I was able to do this. I was able to be a really good receiver. And I want to encourage you to do the same. And just think about how wonderful it's going to be when you get back to a healthy place in your life. Not only physically, but financially, spiritually, emotionally. That you heal the entire body in every way. How much greater will the satisfaction be when you get to be a giver again in the future? Now that you'll know how wonderful it is to be on the receiving end and to realize there are so many amazing people on the planet. I think a lot of times we worry about what people think about us asking for money. Maybe people are going to question our motives, or maybe we have this fear or insecurity of people thinking that we're misusing the funds or we're not actually using them for what we say we're going to do. And I just want to remind you that I don't know where those thoughts come from. I had them as well. But the volume and the frequency of these negative thoughts, these lies that aren't true, they are no indicator of truth. Even if you feel like they're bombarding you like crazy. Don't worry about what people think. You know in your heart that you're an honest person. You know in your heart what the money's going to be used for. You know in your heart that you're willing to allow people to donate and give in any way. That was a real secret, I believe, to my fundraising success. I communicated to people simple things like, if you would like to give directly to the clinic, or if you would like to pay for my IVs at my naturopath, or if you would just like to pay for the supplements on Amazon and have them sent to my home. I didn't need the money necessarily in all cases or instances. I just wanted to get better. And I think when people realize that you're willing to be authentic, it's a powerful thing. I think we also have to remind ourselves that it's not that we can't get the money. It's not that we don't have the money. It's that we have a limiting belief. What is your limiting belief? Is this your internal struggle? Is your limiting belief really that you're not 100% convinced yet that the body can heal itself? So you mask that by saying, oh, I could never raise money. Oh, I'd hate to bother people. Oh, I don't want to ask any of my friends and family. Think beyond that. See, limiting beliefs are what it always boils down to. And the limiting belief could be these things I'm talking about, this internal struggle. I believe we have to work through these before any of the practical tips that I'm going to be sharing in the next several videos, a part of this course. They really won't benefit you if you can't work through and wrestle with these internal struggles that I'm talking about. I want you to go there. I want you to find healing. I want you to believe that it is just as much blessed to receive as it is to give. That there's a season in life where we get to be givers, and there's a season in life where we need to be great receivers. We need both experience in order to fulfill our experience here on the planet. In order to really find great satisfaction and fulfillment, we need to understand what it's like to be a receiver. This is your opportunity. Allow people to be the giver. Allow people to feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of giving to you. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are significant. Your life matters. And if you have a limiting belief that you're masking with this, I don't have the money, I can't raise the money, then dive in deeper, do more research, read and understand more about alternative therapies or radical diet change or whatever you need to, so that you can truly buy in to the process you know in your gut and you know in your heart you want to embark on. And if you're going more conventional, that's fine too. Don't let going conventional tell you that you still don't have expenses. People wanted to help us. Maybe you just need to take time off of work. Maybe you need your bills covered. Maybe you have out-of-pocket expense with your insurance. Just be honest. Tell people what your needs are. And then let people who understand those situations and those circumstances come to your aid. All you're in control of, as I talked about earlier in the psychology of fundraising, is how many times you put it in front of them and come from a place of gratitude and trust that there is an abundant amount of people, an abundance amount of resources, an abundant amount of money. And if enough people know about your story, and if they know about it often enough, they will take action, they will give, and you will find your way and your path. You find peace in the midst of really tough circumstances by embracing the mystery instead of the certainty. I never knew if people would give for sure. I never knew who would give or how much. So all I did was apply the things that I'm teaching you throughout these videos on this course. And then I had to have faith. Then I had to trust. And if it wasn't happening, all I could do was put it out there again. Send another text, send another email. Have soft reminders. And many people would go, oh, thank you for the reminder. I'm so glad you posted it again. tell me where I can send that money. I intended to last week and I got busy. And I really believe people. They're busy. They're living their lives. Maybe the first time they saw it, they were in their car, or they didn't have their wallet handy, or they didn't have the credit card they wanted to use on them, and then they just forgot about it. That doesn't mean they're bad people, or that they didn't really intend to give, or that they weren't going to give. They just need a soft reminder. All right? So this has been video 3. Let's work through our internal struggles. Let's find emotional healing. Let's be great receivers. And stay tuned, because I'm about to start giving you a lot of practical tips that you can apply from each individual video that will help you as you continue in your fundraising efforts on your adventure with cancer and your healing journey. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.